I think the only way to be able to claim the throne is through hard work, actually. You have to tour and get your name out there so people know, and then, because we always do our best, it's kind of a blunt, boring answer, but basically every night we put on the best that we can do, and people always love it, but a lot of people don't even know that we exist, so for us to be able to claim the throne, I guess we just have to get our faces out there. Well, and of course you need a bit of luck with, the song, one song nowadays.
Yeah, obviously. And I mean, who decides who is sitting on the throne? I mean, we have a saying in Sweden, taste is like the ass, your ass.
It's divided.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you ask one guy, I'm sure he or she will say this guy is sitting on the musical throne right now, and another guy will say something else. I guess it's up to each and every one, in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah,
Kind of.
I guess Bob Dylan is on your throne.
He's on my throne, definitely, yeah, and he will stay there.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tough one.
Yes and no. I mean, in the beginning, we recorded an album for fun, basically, and it just took off quite quickly. So we were lucky in that sense, and we were working our asses off. It went quite quickly in the beginning, and then it kind of came to a halt, which I guess it does. You can't go, be going like this all the way. There's always like a plateau. And we were quite unfortunate. We switched record labels. We had some bad timings and stuff. But it feels like we're out of this plateau, and we're on our way up again. It feels great. The making and the recording and the writing of this album was extremely tough for us. It was like that was a challenge, really. I mean, we were basically crying ourselves to sleep. There's a lot of frustration and a lot of anxiety when you're trying, especially we as a band, we put the bar so extremely high. We're not gonna settle for anything that we don't think is kick-ass. And then when we think something is kick-ass, there's this other guy, this management, this record label, whoever, producer saying, you know what, I'm not too sure about this. And then it's like starting over again. And then you have to find like a middle ground, and everyone needs to be happy. Us especially, obviously. So making this album was extremely tough, but it turns out it was worth the struggle, because it turned out really well, and we're extremely proud of it. And this is what every band says when they release a new album, that this is the best shit we ever did.
But
this is the best shit we ever did. I think so, at least, and I think you agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, we did a couple of songs based on this particular theme. Astronaut is one of those songs as well, and it's it might have come out of that sort of frustration or whatever, but I think we've been carrying this around for a long time, since we started, and I think you can see it like as soon as we step out of the bus or wherever you go in everyday life. A lot of people are not happy with what they are doing, and there's ups and downs, obviously, but sometimes I think you need to take a look around and take a look at what you have and appreciate it, and make the most out of it, and not in the sense that you need to settle for something you're not happy with, but just being able to appreciate things is important.
Well, for me personally, it's like Follow the Sun. It's really good because you often forget to stop in the moment and just take a look around you and appreciate what you have and what you have going. And I'm trying to get better at that. So that's I would say.
And I know we can all relate to Any Given Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Being about the worst hangover ever.
Yeah.
So I guess that's quite relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all those things are included in the worst hangover ever, right?
If you ever seen the movies, you know that's how you feel.
Yeah. Any Given Sunday desperation? I guess it's the desperation of not being able to turn back the clock and take back the things that you said and take back the things that you did.
We never tried to be a political band or anything, like tried to stay out of that era because there's so many other bands doing it much better than we do. But for me, if I would walk, it would be like walk together, because it's so much in the world when you see it that could be solved so easily if not money and greed were involved, like no poverty, no starvation, no wars. No, I would walk for all those like huge things if people were able to put their egos aside for a while.
I bet you were.
No, I was one of the good guys actually.
Yeah.
I was basically the plague for my parents. I was always running away basically. So, but I was nice and cool. I did my home studies. I did what I was supposed to do. No hassle. I'm one of the good guys. I would love to be bad sometime. Still haven't done it.
I think between the years of when I was 15 to 19, I was probably a bit of a hassle, actually. My dad was a musician, not on a professional level, but he was quite an accomplished classical guitar player. So he taught me my first chords on the guitar. He taught me Bob Dylan songs and Guns N' Roses, and then I started checking out Nirvana and stuff. So I got a lot of music through him, and a lot of the stuff that I listen to today is what he got me into when I was like 10 or 11 years old, which I started out hating, but now I can't see myself living without him. That's funny actually, because sometimes when I actually do take a moment and reflect on things, I realize that everything I've done, all the people I've met, all my friends, my family, it's all, none of this would have happened without music for me, and I wouldn't have met all these people. I met my wife through music, my friends, these guys. I went to places I would never have gone if it wasn't for music. I can't think of one single thing in my life that does not have a straight connection to music. I'm not sure about that. When I think of guys like Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Joplin, and all these people that were taken away from us at such an early age, sometimes I think like if you look at Kurt Cobain, for example, he was 27 years old when he died, and I mean what he managed to get out until, I mean, he was basically a kid, and writing these songs and writing these lyrics, there's got to be like, his mind have got to be, there's almost too much going on in there. I mean, the thoughts and the creativity that would last a lifetime for a normal person. Sometimes I think that there was just too much going on in the head of these people, and that there was basically no way around it, which is a shame. And I'm not saying this is the case, but that's kind of what I think actually.
Yeah, we had a lot of like fans coming up or writing us. That's like, thank you for putting out such a great music. Got me through my depression, or I'm feeling very low, or got me through my divorce and stuff. It's a bit weird, like, because you're just a normal guy, and people look up to you and say thank you for things that I didn't reconsider when I started with music, and they like, hey, this music helped me through a lot of shit in my life. That make you feel good, like, you're welcome, thank you for the support.